Hello people of YouTube. Today I want to discuss the implications of trying Dzhokhar Tsarnaev for the death penalty. I think they will try it, but it's a tricky situation, and I think there are some obstacles in the way that I think a lot of the public's not seeing just yet, and these obstacles will be explained later on as the months and days, weeks come forth. There are problems, and it's going to be a hurdle to get it done. I'm not saying it's not going to be done, but it's not going to be as easy as a Timothy McVeigh, where everything was set out, boom, boom, boom. Everything was going against Timothy McVeigh, and so that was an easier death penalty to pull off, and that's why he was executed in 5 years. Okay, number one reason I think that's going to be a hard one is Dzhokhar's age. He was 19 years old, and just in the government alone, if you're 17 years old, 11 months, they can't kill you no matter what. There's a Supreme Court that said anyone under 18. So he just barely makes the cutoff to begin with. And not only that, he was working with his older brother, who's 26 years old. I already know what the defense is going to be with Dzhokhar. It's going to be, I wasn't the mastermind. Oh, that was my brother. Oh, I was just following along with him. I was just going along with the ride, yeah. Everything was set out by him. He's the one that went to another country to get trained. He did everything. It was his plan, everything. And I just went along with him because I falsely restricted my brother, blah, 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 blah. That's what he's going to go with. That's bingo right away. That is number one. Okay, number two. This is going to be a tricky one too. Is that the bomb did not kill any federal employee and didn't destroy a federal building or anything like that, like Timothy McVeigh. It did kill people. And so what they're going to have to go with is weapons of mass destruction. And so obviously the defense attorney is going to go with, is this truly a weapon of mass destruction? And you go, obviously it is. But you could say, well, Timothy McVeigh's bomb killed 168 people while their bomb killed 3 people. And you could also say you could kill as many people with a gun as you could with this bomb, and maybe even more. If both of them had guns blazing and just shooting at the runners and everyone in the stands, they might have very well have killed 10, 15 people. So is this really a weapon of mass destruction? That's going to be a tricky thing. Right now, you go, well, it's a bomb. Just because it's a bomb doesn't make it a weapon of mass destruction. So, we'll see how that goes. Alright. Number 3. Well, it's going to be tough, is the Miranda Rights. That's going to be really, really, really tough. I think this will be the toughest one, is because they are interviewing him right now as we speak without the Miranda Rights. And that's something that Congress passed in, I think, 2009. And so this is a recent thing. I don't even know if this has been tested yet. I don't know. So they're basically interviewing him without his Miranda Rights. And so this right here, I'm not too sure how it's going to go forward with this thing. That would be something that could maybe say, okay, you can't get the death penalty because Miranda. But then again, this might actually, who knows what it will do. And so I do think one thing that it will do is it will extend his, even if he does get the death penalty, he's not getting killed in 5 years. And this will extend his life at least 5 years, because just the issue alone of the Miranda Rights will have to go through the federal courts. It's going to have to go to the appellate courts, and then finally the Supreme Court. This is not a quick process. And so just this one issue alone is going to delay everything at least 5 years. And so if you're expecting him to be killed in 5, 6, even 7 years like Timothy McVeigh, think again, that's not going to happen. And especially since he's 19, since he's got a multitude of things, weapons of mass destruction. Thing is, best case scenario, he gets executed in 15 years. Maybe 18 years. That's the best case scenario of what's going to happen to him. He's not, I know federal court's quick. It's a lot quicker than the state. Because if this was state, I'd be saying best case scenario, he gets executed in 35 years. So, and I know the state of Massachusetts does not have a death penalty. And because of that, that's why it gets tricky. And I forgot there's also a fourth thing. Not many people get executed under federal law. There have been other people who have, like Kaczynski, who mailed bombs and stuff like that, didn't get the death penalty. And there's other examples of people that didn't get the death penalty. And so it's something that's used rarely in the U.S., federally speaking. So it's not clear and dry, easy to get it. So that's why I'm saying it's a tricky proposition. I think it still is possible for him to get the death penalty, but I don't think it's a slam dunk case that everyone right now thinks it is. And so that's just to give you a heads up of what's going on. And that's it. Have a nice one, YouTube.